Yo, what it do, what it do, what it do. You know what time it is, man. It's on the table. It's all there. It's the Correct Change Show. Dr.J, my guest today. People, you seen him before. The notorious, the infamous, Mr.T.
And not the nigga with all the jewelry.
And not the nigga with all the jewelry. You know what I'm saying? Or the mohawk.
Hey, I'll rock a fucking mohawk. I will rock a mohawk, my dude. I'll rock that
Challenge.
shit. Yeah, cut all this shit off. I ain't gonna go all Mr.T. Go mohawk, but we good.
Hey man, we good, man. Hey, pleasure to have you, bro.
Yes, sir. Anytime. Anytime.
How life been treating you?
I can't complain, man.
You can't complain.
It ain't gonna do like the old folks say. It ain't gonna do your ass no good anyway.
It ain't gonna do shit.
I ain't gonna do shit for you.
Why do it? Mm-hmm. Man, good people, we got a show for you, man. We gonna run a few things down to you today. My boy, NBA playoffs.
Oh,
how you feeling?
Low key, man. I'm loving it. My Pistons is in that motherfucker. They killing it. I ain't got no complaints. They play tonight.
The playoff woes are over with. Is it 1-1 or is it 2-1?
Yeah, I think it's 2-1.
Oh.
Yeah, Pistons in 5.
You stole one at Pistons in 5?
Pistons in 5.
Detroit basketball is back?
Absolutely. Them motherfuckers ready to fight.
Oh, shit. So
remember Rasheed Wallace?
New York is full. The Knicks are fools go.
Oh, yeah, man.
Oh, say it ain't.
We won one in New York and got one at home, so I no complaints from me. Keep up the good work.
What they missing, bro? They missing? What? Because I missed the game last night.
Mm-hmm.
What is it that New York is having trouble with as far as competing against the Pistons?
Nigga, a win? Fuck. As a Pistons fan, we've been waiting for this shit for so long. This how I felt when the Lions was succeeding last year, motherfucker.
Look. The irony of this shit is that if y'all, you're right. If y'all was losing, you could tell me many a way.
Man.
But since you're winning, nigga, we just winning, and they're losing, and they can't beat us.
Yeah,
that's your vibe.
Just I'm gonna enjoy this shit.
I understand.
Your sports team is like a roller coaster. They gonna lift you up, have you in praise, and then when they just hit rock bottom, you're like, whoa, shit. And as a Pistons fan and as a Lions fan, we had many years of that shit.
Yes, you have.
So
Detroit is back in the building.
We back, dog. Little Caesars.
I mean, well, look, respectfully, okay. Detroit Lions have been back in the building a lot longer than the Pistons.
Facts, I give you that.
The Pistons are just now back in the building. They're going back to Madison Square Garden and trying to do the unthinkable. Would this not be, in my opinion, one of the biggest upsets in all the sports? We're talking about a team that wasn't thought about being in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And when I say sports, I'm talking about in real time, right now.
Facts. Nobody had the Pistons going that far.
No. At a point in time, they wouldn't even scratching the surface of the playoff. And then one day, Cade Cunningham woke up and said,
I'm about my shit, bitch. I'm about my shit.
And they can't fuck with me.
Hey.
And look, how long have y'all had y'all coach?
I think this year 2, fam.
Year 2?
Oh, yeah. Wow. Okay. Yeah, we had to fire that other guy, man. He's just, he wasn't doing right. He damn near had Cade play the center. Like, I don't know what the fuck he's doing.
Now, that's some NBA 2K shit.
Look, we don't even know his name no more.
Yeah, so.
This motherfucker like Voldemort.
What's your coach name?
Strickland?
Shout out to Strickland.
Yes, I think that's right. I might be wrong.
What we witnessed in just from the Houston franchise and Detroit franchise that a few teams have not understood as of the past 3 years. My team, the Suns, is one of them. Currently, the Grizzlies. And the Milwaukee Bucks is that when you got the right coach.
That's the key.
Don't let one season deter you from what he has already built in that team with his DNA.
Believe the process.
Monty Williams has been the best coach since we have fired him that they've had in the last 3 years. One bad season and he had to be the one to go. Look at Houston right now. Forget everything that Udoka did while he was with the Celtics, but now the Celtics is one of those organizations where Firing Udoka didn't hurt them. His successor is a great coach. They got a ring.
Yeah.
But what I will say is that Udoka probably would have did the same thing. More than likely. We're looking at what the Houston Rockets are doing now, a team, a franchise that was failing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And now they are one of the most feared teams in the West and within all of 2 seasons.
Who, Houston?
Yes.
Man, okay.
Oh, so you disagree? They're not one of the
You talking? Oh wait, which Houston team? We talking basketball still or football? Which one we talking
I'm
about?
talking about the Rockets.
Oh, I mean, I don't know. They ain't in the playoffs, are they?
What?
Oh, I ain't been paying attention to that. You know the Pistons outshining every motherfucking body. So I don't watch those peasant games.
The Pistons ain't playing themselves. So why we're at it, let's just say about some freak accident, which I don't see this happening, but freak accidents are not something that's uncommon to mankind. That the Detroit Pistons mess around and play the Houston Rockets. Don't wait till the finals get here to understand who they've been all season, is what I'm telling you. Because the Pistons can't play themselves, bro.
Hey,
I'm gonna let you have your.
Look,
you just took your victory now.
We don't care who got now. We got next. You remember that?
Boy. What a win in the playoffs since 2004, dude.
Hey, yo, I've been enjoying though.
The side of your motherfucking day.
Yo, I don't care.
Look, ain't seen the playoffs since Larry Brown.
Yeah, because look, me as a Pistons fan, I didn't expect us. I'm not gonna be honest. I wasn't expecting us to, get to the playoffs, and then season started looking good. I'm like, oh shit, hold up, we doing something now.
Yeah.
So we got in there. And we was like, all right, we don't care. We got now. We got next.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, that. Yeah,
I'm telling you.
I won't debate that. Speaking of playoffs, it appears to be that the Lakers have a new man, maybe a 6 man. And
There you go, that shit.
Did you see him?
I
Everything but suited up at the game.
I see
How
it,
gangster was that for them to pull up and basically be on some shit saying to my face?
Hey,
I dare you to walk up on me like you walked up on. I ain't gonna say no names.
Hey yo,
but I want to see you come bark at me and tell me to keep her name out my motherfucking mouth. Not a peep, not a word.
I got the look. Okay,
trust me, the cameras was looking for it.
Look, devil's advocate. I like how both of them played this. It was a really good chess match. It was a quick chess match, but it was a nice chess match.
Yeah. I will say this.
The dude bought lit tickets, courtside seats to the Lakers game. With his. Right.
Yeah.
But that just reminded me when 50 Cent bought out the damn stadium for Ja Rule concert. He was the only one. Like,
that ain't what reminded me of that. That reminded me of when Ja Rule and Irv Gotti was sitting in the front row of the hip hop awards, if I'm mistaken. And they had already said that when they see 50 Cent, it was on site.
Yeah.
And 50 Cent came out with his shirt off and literally danced past them folks. And was like, X and Tony, where they at though?
Yeah.
Where they at?
Yeah,
on site, right? I'm right here. You don't get no.
Like, I'm right here.
I don't came off the stage, nigga.
I'm out here.
And I'm out my shirt, nigga.
I'm out here.
That's what Kevin Gates looked like when he was at the Lakers game. Now,
but both of them ain't gonna bust a move, dude. I feel like it was just two alphas going at it and just fucking a word battle. And they not rapping. I mean, Kevin Gates is, but LeBron not finna do no shit like that.
Okay, so let me say this and why I mess with LeBron.
Yeah, I like LeBron too.
So I don't want to come off as a LeBron hater when I get ready to say what I'm getting ready to say. But I will say this though. Unconsciously, I think LeBron picked his battles.
Absolutely.
The way that the Kevin Gates situation got handled versus Stephen A. Smith is totally different. And I gotta ask myself why. For one or two reasons. A, either it was scripted. B, he picked his battle.
He picked his battles. He knew he can. I ain't gonna say punk him, but he knew he can get away with doing what he did to Stephen A. But he wasn't gonna get it. He ain't gonna do that type of shit to Kevin Gates.
So
you ain't doing that.
With that being said, can we say that Kevin Gates won the chess match?
Nah, man. And right now,
Gates basically said, "Okay, let's see if you really bad it." Now, I will say this: LeBron James obviously has more to lose than Kevin Gates if a fight breaks out.
I think that's why I don't think he won. I think it's a stalemate. LeBron in the playoffs, man. When LeBron get in the playoffs mode, when he get in playoffs mode, man, he ain't worried about shit.
Now, I respectfully disagree because
it's a stalemate right now.
Was made during the playoffs.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, LeBron James' response was made, so he wasn't totally locked in to the point where he didn't. Here's the thing:
he gonna address it,
and they have just as much of a following as you do.
Yeah.
To the point where it gets back to you. I don't care how high up in the air you are.
Oh yeah.
Facts. So this wasn't like, for example, look. I'm not cracking on him when I get ready to say.
Yeah, go ahead, man. We good.
What I'm getting ready to say, but
yeah,
this ain't like Blake Youngster making a comment.
Okay.
It probably never reaches LeBron James.
Yeah.
Maybe not. And maybe it does for the simple fact that when you mention my family's name, you know what I'm saying? Even if I bypass, what you say about me, even if it goes all the way over my head, right? Well, the moment you mention my wife and my kids,
it's a Pusha T and Drake conversation.
Like, a nigga said, what? Where?
Yeah.
Who?
Yeah.
When?
Yeah, you remember what Pusha T did to Drake?
Yeah, so
keep my family. There you go. When it's just between men, we good.
Cool.
Do your worst, say your worst, we good. But once you start bringing in family, good luck, buddy.
It gets a little ugly.
Good luck.
You remember the beef between Eminem and
everybody? Yo, Eminem with it, go.
But no, it was the beef between 50 Cent and Ja Rule, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was all good. Shady was staying out of it until Ja Rule made them classic mistake.
He mentioned Haley's name. That was a rap from then.
And that was it. You could not recover from that. Yeah. You should have just left it where it was with 50.
If y'all have not heard that song, Eminem did. Yo. That got to go into the rap history.
Real shit.
That shit was brutal.
Now, why Kevin Gates said what he said, right? It was two things for me. First, I gotta say, man, you can't tell me you mess with me and then have my family name in your mouth the way that you do. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, that doesn't even make sense. Kevin Gates was saying, hey, Bron, I mess with you, man. You my bro. You know what I'm saying?
What? That's what he was saying?
I mess with, huh?
That's what he was saying?
That's what he was saying.
Oh,
like,
shit.
Hey, bro, like I'm just saying, I'm just speaking. Like, why? I don't particularly like how your wife looks at you.
Yeah, I
don't think she's your ride or die.
But
so you can't say that and then in the same sentence. Or when I respond to you, LeBron James responds to him, and then you're like, "Hey man, you my guy, bro. Like, look, I don't even really want this to go too far. Yeah. But bro, why you even mentioning my folks' name? Like, it's a little crazy." So,
see, I think the problem with that is like if they were so cool, like pull me to the side and say some shit like that. It was the fact you had to broadcast that shit to millions. You just wanted attention behind this shit. And then, like, I feel like he had a move by it. Like, he did the shit and was like, all right, this is my next move. He gonna reply. This is like a little cheap ass publicity stunt.
PR move.
Yeah.
For Kevin Gates.
For Kevin Gates, right? It wasn't something too direct to where it really offended him or his wife, but it was being noticed and was like, yo. And I think LeBron I don't know his thought process behind it, but I think LeBron was like, yo, this my queen. You don't even know who your queen is. You just dumped the chick and got married to another chick, and you gonna judge my queen. All right, okay. Well, let's go there then.
So let's go. Okay.
Let's go there.
And not even that. So now I was I didn't really know why him and Drika broke up.
Me neither, bro.
But I'm gonna move on from that.
Yeah.
But I will say this: LeBron James. You know when you feel like you're under attack. I think LeBron felt under attack. He had just got done dealing with the situation with Bronny, and at some point in time, you know, like, man, niggas ain't finna keep coming for me and my family.
Yeah.
Or niggas can keep coming for me, but they ain't finna keep coming for my family type shit, right? So, like, what is it that we're doing? So, with that being said,
I'm gonna tell you this though. Fuck, if anybody else is planning on attacking that man and his family in any capacity, the first time he erupted. The second time he was cordial. The third time, ain't nobody gonna like his response. I'm gonna tell you that from my perspective. Cause once I addressed it, 2, now everybody think it's a joke. 3, I'm gonna let everybody know it's a fucking rap. Yeah. And after that, everybody gonna be like, oh, LeBron crazy. Yeah. Oh, he this. Oh, he dangerous. He this. No, that man is pissed. Because everybody think you can keep playing with me and playing with my family. And then at the end of the day, I'm going to show you. You keep playing with my family, this is what it is. Okay. And LeBron got enough money to be like, oh, you going to keep playing with me? You know what? I'm going to buy your record label. And then I'm going to put a halt to you. I'm going to shove all your music to the shelf. You ain't releasing nothing. That's how much money he got, though.
Yeah, that's what he got. I think, LeBron James has been very, very, very... consistent on taking a high road, right? His whole career.
But I'm not gonna say he at the end of his career. He's on he's phasing out his career. I'll say that
because once the basketball aspect of it is over with, man, I could be a regular person. Ain't never really hurting my endorsements like that. Like I really ain't got to watch.
I got bread.
Did you see him on the Pat McAfee show? Oh man, that version of LeBron is the LeBron that we know.
That's that third strike of LeBron.
Like we ain't never heard dude talk the way that he talked. You know what I'm saying? Because he was getting loose with his
stop poking that bear.
I said, oh, this is post retirement LeBron. This is, you know what I'm saying? We're getting come for him now. You know what I'm saying? I can see him addressing all his haters on Pat McAfee's show because he can really curse and say what he want to say and not be censored as much and hurt him as much.
Yo, shout out to LeBron for actually staying with his wife for ever, dude. Yeah. And having kids and being that successful black man and black woman. I can respect that.
There is no more of an ultimate role model.
Yeah.
When it comes to there are 2 families that I really, 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 and I can't say the Obamas because the Obamas because they had to live a private life as a family.
But he was a politician too, though.
You know what I'm saying? But I think they was,
I'm not saying just because he's a politician that he's not for his family. I'm just saying he's a fucking politician.
Facts.
That's all I'm saying.
I got you. But it would be first and foremost. It would be the Wayans family.
Oh yeah, that's nice. I like that.
The James family. I think the Wayans are.
They put everybody on, dude.
Not only did they put everybody on, they stayed on themselves.
Yeah.
You know how many people put people on and then they fall off.
They fall off. The person
keeps succeeding. You know what I'm saying? So with this being said, and you got all these different ethnicities and superstars that credit their set and be like, "Hey man, the Wayans family, them folks, they move together." They keep their business in-house. Yeah. And more importantly, they know who their commander-in-chief is. Yeah. Nobody is trying to step on Keenan.
That's big bro.
Yeah,
Don't nobody.
Big bro. They respect it, and they have kept their family name in high regards and upper echelon.
And they keep doing it.
And keep themselves out of bullshit and out of mess. And it's to be admired. With the James family, the way that they move how they continue to move as a unit, and they are the perfect PR team. They understand public relations. They understand how to act on and off camera. And here's the thing. I'm saying that them folks together, bro. You can tell
they together.
I want to ask you this. Go ahead.
Go. No, I'm good. You good. You good.
I want to ask you this though. I want to ask you this, T. How do you feel about the details of what Kevin Gates said? Let's just say that his assessment was right, but the announcement was out of pocket.
That's fair. That's fair. Because if we, because if we cool, like I'm not finna get on social media and be like, yo, Jay, your wife, I don't like how she looking at you. That ain't like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah,
like,
I don't think you even do that often.
Like, no.
Right.
Like,
what I'm saying is that he said that he doesn't like the way that he feels like she is not his number one fan. She is not a fanatic of him.
Bro, your wife not, yo. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you speak. My bad.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So real quick, as a married man, your wife should never be your fan. She could be your cheerleader. Your wife is not your wife don't need to be your fan. Your wife is your wife. That's your queen. Okay. You got millions of fucking fans. Your wife don't need to be your fan. When you come home, nigga, take the trash out. I don't need you to be the fan. Cool. I don't want. Look, I'm not a look. I love my wife. I'm not a fan. Like, I let her friends and all them other people, like, yo, let them be your fans. Nah, I'm your husband, you my wife. I don't need you to be my fan. I need you to be my wife. That's it. I don't need. I like the way you said that, because I hadn't heard it like that. Yeah,
and the way that Kevin Gates, maybe he meant to say cheerleader and not fan.
Nah,
I don't want to speak for him.
Yeah.
But maybe he meant to say that, because I would like you to elaborate further before I comment the difference between the two. There ain't that much of a difference, but there is a difference.
Between a wife and
between a fan and a cheerleader.
A fan and a cheerleader?
Yes.
All right, a fan, I put it in the most simplistic, look, as a fan, you gonna do everything. You look, oh, that's my idol. I want to do this. I gotta go see him. I gotta take out a loan to go see a show. I do all this. As a fan, yo, I'ma sit back and watch him. Like, damn, that motherfucker really doing it. Like, if you like successful, we grew up together, dude. I'm a fan of that man. We and that man grew up in the same house, neighborhood, whatever. Man, I like how he moving. He done made money. He ain't changed. I'm a fan of his. I mean, I'm a cheer. Like, I'm cheering this man on. Like, I'm truly cheering this man on. I don't want nothing but success for him. But a fan don't give a fuck about your family. The fan is only there for the moment. I'm a fan while you scoring them points. I'm a fan while you singing that song to me. I'm a fan while you whatever the fuck you doing. I'm a fan of that. I'm a fan of the task I'm paying you to do. As a cheerleader, I'm going to cheer you on whether you bad, you good, you having a rough day. I'm your cheerleader no matter what. There's no obligation where I'm not your cheerleader. But as a fan, I'm only there when you fantastic. After that, I don't want to hear you. I don't give a damn. You just closed $20 million on a company. I don't care if you lost $100 million. I don't care if you broke a leg. I don't care. I don't care if you scored 20 points in fantasy league. I don't care about that shit. But as a fan, I'm only there when you are helping me out. You giving me 20 points in family. Oh, well, I'm going to the game. This is fantastic. I'm out in awe of what you are showing me right now. But as a cheerleader, yo, my husband had a bad game. His wife, let's say his wife, like, yo, we had a bad day. We had a rough argument, but I'm still your cheerleader. I'ma still root for you. I'ma still wish the best for you. Some fans don't give a fuck about that. A cheerleader? Nah. I'm gonna support you in every aspect of your life. As a fan, I am gonna support you only when you being fantastic.
So that is perfect.
I'm just saying.
Perfect.
Like I said, I don't want my wife to be my fan.
Somebody is watching this and is going to take it back to those moments, bro. Bro,
I don't look.
They don't give awards for that. What you just did.
I don't want my wife to be my fan.
No, you're right. and there's a great area. I mean, it ain't even a great area no more. But I can understand why people don't really know what they're asking of, right?
Yeah.
They don't see the difference. But I will say, so I had a conversation with somebody, and we was talking about They don't feel like their significant other or wife has to support everything that they do. I said, I disagreed with that. I respectfully disagreed with that. I felt like if nobody else is your biggest supporter, she does. She can't. If let's just say you had two different things going on, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's ideal for her to say, I'm gonna support this, but I ain't gonna support that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm never going to forget, no matter how much you support this, I ain't gonna never forget that you didn't support that.
Okay.
I believe that, when you truly love somebody and you believe in that person, your supporter, right? Like your family and friends can differentiate, sad enough as it is, right? But they can differentiate and decide what areas of your life are they going to be supporting or going to be a cheerleader for, right?
Right.
And bad enough you can accept that, but when you get with a significant other and you marry that person, right? You put their requirements and expectations are way higher than your family and friends because you chose them to be your significant other. You chose to see that this person will support me in everything that I am doing. And when I mean support, that doesn't that I'm not saying that she or he has to be solely invested into it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Involved into it. There's levels of support, right?
That's where that was gonna be my next question. Define support.
Okay, so support is being
because I can like
okay, so let me ask you this. Let me ask you this.
Because I can not like what you do and still support you.
There you go.
I can as a spouse, I can. Let's say my wife wanted to just go back to school to just do let's say she wanted to go do nails, right?
Okay.
I don't care about nails. Mm-hmm. I don't care shit about it. But I'm gonna support you. I ain't gonna sit there and be in your shop and all this shit. But
you can't hold a conversation with me about nails.
Yeah, I can support you, but
what type of supplies you need?
I can go. Yeah, you need this. Let me go pick it up, bring it to you. I can support you with that.
You looking at?
Yeah,
you need your own building. How far do you see this going?
Right.
That's my level of support for you. I can't sit down and hold a conversation with you about nails, and you expect me to be attentive for an hour.
I can't support you there.
It's not going. That's not. That's asking too much, right?
I don't think it's asking too much. I just feel like if I told you like, this is not something I'm interested in, but I will support you in this aspect of what you're doing, then I think that's okay for like a spouse to do. But to just blatantly say I don't support you at all with what you're doing unless it's something demeaning, disrespectful, hurtful, or something like that, or go against that person's core values, then I can say, okay, well, as a spouse, I can get where you don't support that completely.
You're right. If you're telling me something that I feel like is not going against my morality, going against my spirituality, I think it's going to have your character in question.
I can't support that.
As a whole in question.
I can't support that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm with you. I can't support that.
But when it comes to dreams and goals and aspiration, no, you have to find a way to be involved, right? Mm-hmm. You don't want me to keep moving without you.
Yeah,
you
right.
Know what I'm saying? Right. So that's my take on that. I feel like you should be able to. Let's go back to the what's love got to do with it for a minute.
Man.
Ike and Tina. Okay, so Ike and Tina, on the Ike and Tina situation, I remember them sitting on the couch, and I remember Tina saying, what happened with your last relationship? Mm-hmm. Not word for word, but what happened with your last relationship? You seem like such a good, like, why you ready to leave her? Why didn't it work? And was she mean to you, Ike? Did she cheat on you, Ike? No, anime, no. Well, she did the worst thing that you could ever do to a man. And she She said, "What's that?" She stopped believing in me.
Yeah, that, like, let me tell you, that killed a lot of relationships fast.
Yes, sir.
Real fast. And I know, and I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this, and then we gonna move on. Okay. A lot of times, in those areas where they are less fortunate, but they are very skilled in a sport. Okay. A lot of times, these men, sometimes women, go to these colleges that give them scholarships. In areas where there's not a lot of black people. And then you question when you see that black person on TV, why you not with their same race? Well, one, there ain't a lot of black people out where they at. Two, if they are, some of them don't believe in what they doing, or they just don't care about it. So sometimes when you see guys in interracial relationships, it's because the belief wasn't there from the person they wanted to, whether that be in the same race there.
So are you saying there could be a culture problem?
Oh no, it's not a culture problem. It's a human problem. It's not a culture problem. It's a human problem.
Because I wanted to clear that up. Because you said when you see them with another race.
Yeah, because
are you saying the race that they're in didn't seem to be as supportive?
Not the race, the person, not the race. Because when you look at an interracial couple, man, it's two sides to that coin now. Because you got the black side. Let's just call it what it is. Interracials is mainly black and white. The black side is like, why you with that white woman? Well, on the other side, it's like, why you with that black man? Well, guess what? The white guy she dated didn't believe in her. She took advantage of it. He did XYZ. So this black dude was treated the same way by the black woman he previously dated. Not race. Let's not make it a race. We talk about humans. So what happened was, at the right moment, in the right time, that white person or that black man swooped in and was like, look, I feel you. I support that. I believe in you. And they kept moving together. And the more they moved together, when they became one and they got married and had kids. So
look, let me ask you this right before we move on. You said your wife does nails, right?
No, she don't do nails. I just use it as an example.
So what should you? Is this support or not? If you was to tell her that she's not good at doing nails.
Yes, if it's true. I don't want to invest, because guess what? If you want my support, I'm also investing in you by either going to get nails, going to get supplies, helping you find a shop, paying for whatever you want me to support you and help you with in your avenue of what you want to do. It is also, you're not going to like it if you're not good at it. If I decide I want to stop doing what I do and I want to go become a barber, but I fucking suck at it, but my wife like, yeah, baby, keep going, keep fucking up everybody hit you cut. I don't want that support.
Well, see, here's the thing. Now, I'm going to counter you and I'm going to rebuttal and say this. You don't have to be good at it.
Right, you don't have to
love it.
But yeah, that's the
No, you have to love it. That's the only way you'll see it through is if you love it.
Yeah, but if you suck though, like you can love it,
but here's the thing though. How many people there are multi-billionaires that sucked when they first started.
Right.
And kept going. And they are multi-billionaires because they kept going. Hear me out. I sucked as a barber when I first started. I absolutely sucked. If I didn't love it and believe in myself, you wouldn't know me to this day.
Facts. That's true.
So I think you have to. I think before you tell somebody that they're not good at anything, I think you got to look at their character.
Yeah.
And ask yourself, will they become good?
But that's where you are also playing that devil's advocate, because guess what? If you're not good at cutting hair, if you're not good at doing nails, guess what? I'm gonna tell you, baby, like, yo, this look like crap. And if I hurt your feelings, it's not intentional. It's just like, I'm telling you, because I don't want you to go out there charging people and you like, yeah, I'm doing a good job. No, you're not. You need to get better.
Okay, that's cool.
That's
Nothing wrong with
that's
that.
criticism.
But the problem,
good
with
criticism.
It's criticism. Now let me explain how to be constructive with it.
Right.
Don't just tell me I suck. If you truly love me and you support me, you can tell me that I suck, but don't let that be the be all.
Right, I agree. I agree. But see, let's go with the
whole.
whole.
You don't tell me how I'm better.
Yeah,
man, you're a dream killer.
Well, yeah, and that goes also. That's the second part to it, right? I can criticize you and be like, hey, you suck, but like, what if you did this? Or have you tried this? Yeah. Right? You gotta have those conversations. You just can't say you suck and walk away.
Yeah.
Like, nah, that's damaging. That's like
I asked my wife. I said, hey, so. You know, when I was showing them some pictures of my haircuts like years ago.
Yeah.
And she was like, hey man, I'm gonna tell you, I'm not a barber, but I'm gonna tell you what I like to see on a man that I don't see you consistently.
Yeah, but that's those conversations you gotta have.
Said, your lines ain't crispy enough. I need you to start paying
constructive criticism.
To the hairline.
Yeah.
Your face is not the problem. You blend excellent. To me, and I'm not a barber, but to me, it looks really good.
Right.
When I look at your haircuts, I don't see enough definition in the line. I need you to fix that.
But that's good though.
That I built my clientele. Like people know, like that's my signature in my haircuts.
Yeah.
It's the line. How crispy he is. Like that is my. I built my clientele off of. I remember one time the son was coming to me. But the father was still kind of straddling the fence. He let me cut his hair whenever his main barber couldn't cut his hair. And I remember the son booked me after I cut his hair one time. And then the son came in and said, hey, man, you hear my dad chop. I said, oh, man, you knew? He said, yeah, man. He said, when he walked through the door, he said, oh, you went to J this time, huh? And I said, how'd you know? He said, man, the way you lying.
Yeah.
Like I know his previous barber don't lie.
Yeah, right. Hey yo, for a black man, like you can have the shittiest haircut, but if that line is nice, yo.
Look, that man, I'm trying to
yo, you can have spots all in your hair, but if your line is tight.
Back to what I was saying though, not to get too far stretched with it though, it's the constructive criticism, right? Yeah. Don't tell nobody, like, I'm completely honest with my son, right? Completely, with both of them. The main one to go out and play basketball. I said, hey bro, you not ready to try out for nobody's team right now. I'm telling you, because I love you. At this grade right now, you can't be bro, you in the 10th grade. It's folks that's been hooping, you know what I'm saying, hard since 6th, 7th grade. Yeah. Man. Like, I assist you good, you know, backyard, you cool. We talking about organized and what I feel like the skill set it takes. I ain't saying that you can't be.
Right.
I'm saying that you're not ready to go try out for a team yet.
And that's fair. That's fair.
You know what I'm saying? And he looked at me and he said, I don't think so, Dad. I said, I like the attitude. Well, show me I'm wrong.
Yeah.
And so he went and he hooped with some kids one day, just, you know, they just ended. And all these kids are on the basketball team, right? And so they just having free play. And he hooped. And he came home and he said, Dad, you was right.
Yeah, man. Ain't nothing like when you a kid, when it
you can't be good.
Yeah,
I'm saying
you ain't good yet.
You have to get good.
Yeah, you ain't
your
good yet.
Your skill set is not basketball. You been playing football your whole life.
You got to put in the work.
You got to put in the work, man.
You got to put in the work. Don't nothing humble your kids. Like you can tell them over and over again.
Yeah.
But don't nothing humble them until they go out there and play with their friends and they like, oh shit, my pops was right.
He was right.
You be like, yeah.
Nothing more gratifying as a parent to be able to
see that shit. He like, I told your ass. Told your ass. But you know what?
And that's it. So it was just that, man. That was just a beautiful moment, man. So you know, you live and you learn, man.
Yeah. So it's a